Daily Horoscope for Scorpio, June 25, 2025. Welcome to your cosmic forecast, Scorpio. Today, the stars align in particularly fascinating ways for your mysterious and powerful sign. As we delve into June 25th, 2025, the celestial bodies are orchestrating a symphony that resonates deeply with your Scorpio nature. The day opens with the sun firmly established in Cáncer, creating a harmonious water trine to your Scorpio energy. This trine amplifies your already formidable intuitive abilities, making this an exceptional day for trusting your gut instincts. You may find yourself picking up on subtle undercurrents that others completely miss. This heightened perception can serve you well in negotiations or sensitive conversations that require reading between the lines. Meanwhile, Venus is positioned in Leo, creating an intriguing quincunx aspect to your sign. This signals a day where love and finances require some adjustment and flexibility. You might feel slightly out of sync with partners or colleagues, as if you're speaking different languages. The key is to recognize that your intensity may need to be tempered with a touch of lightheartedness. Not everything is a test of loyalty or commitment. Scorpio, sometimes a situation is exactly what it appears to be. Your planetary ruler, Pluto, continues its transformative journey through Aquarius, challenging you to revolutionize your home and family life. Today specifically highlights tensions between traditional values and progressive ideas. You might find yourself caught between honoring your roots and breaking free from familial patterns that no longer serve your evolution. This is not a conflict to be resolved in a day, but rather an ongoing transformation that's particularly activated during this period. Mars, your traditional ruler, is positioned in Gemini, energizing your 8th house of shared resources, intimacy, and psychological depths. This placement creates a dynamic tension that could manifest as mental restlessness around financial matters or intimate relationships. You might feel compelled to ask probing questions or initiate difficult conversations about money, trust, or vulnerability. While your directness can clear the air, be mindful that your words carry extra power today. They can either heal or wound deeply. In your career sphere, Jupiter in Virgo forms a sextile to your sign, offering subtle but significant opportunities for professional growth. This isn't about dramatic promotions or public recognition, but rather about refining your skills and methodologies. Pay attention to the details of your work. A small adjustment to your approach could yield considerable improvements in efficiency and effectiveness. Colleagues may seek your advice on sensitive matters, recognizing your ability to cut through confusion and identify the core issues at hand. The moon transits through Libra today, activating your 12th house of the subconscious, dreams, and hidden matters. This positioning suggests that your emotional energy may be somewhat internalized and reflective. You might feel a stronger than usual need for solitude and contemplation. Honor this requirement for psychological space. It's not withdrawal, but rather a necessary process of emotional integration. Your dreams could be particularly vivid and meaningful tonight, perhaps offering insights into unresolved relationship dynamics. Saturn in Aries continues to bring structure and discipline to your daily routines and health regimes. Today might highlight areas where you've been inconsistent with self-care practices. Rather than berating yourself for lapses, use this awareness to recommit to habits that support your well-being. Your vitality is directly connected to how you manage your intense emotional energy, Scorpio. Physical exercise, especially activities that involve water, could be particularly beneficial for releasing psychological tension today. Mercury in Cáncer enhances your 9th house of higher learning, philosophy, and travel. This placement supports deep thinking about life's big questions and might trigger interest in esoteric subjects or psychological theories. Conversations with mentors or teachers could be especially illuminating today. If you've been considering further education or specialized training, this is an excellent day to research options or submit applications. In relationships, the day carries a theme of emotional honesty versus tactical restraint. Your natural tendency toward privacy is being challenged by a cosmic push toward greater vulnerability. Intimate partners may sense your internal conflict between revealing and concealing. This tension isn't necessarily problematic, it can actually create a compelling dynamic of gradual revelation that strengthens bonds. For single Scorpios, a chance encounter with someone who appreciates your complexity without trying to force your disclosure could be significantly appealing. Financially, Neptune's long-term transit through Aries suggests caution around speculative investments or creative ventures that seem too good to be true. Today specifically, you might receive information that seems promising, but requires further verification. Your typical skepticism serves you well here. Trust but verify, especially when others are being vague about details or overly enthusiastic without substantive evidence. Your power color today is deep teal, which balances your water element while promoting emotional clarity and calm communication. Wearing or surrounding yourself with this hue can help you navigate the day's intense energies with greater ease and poise. Lucky numbers vibrating with your energy today are 8, 17, and 26. Pay attention when these figures appear in your day, as they might signal moments of opportunity or important decision points. For physical well-being, focus on hydration and foods rich in antioxidants. Your liver and reproductive system may be particularly sensitive today, so detoxifying teas and foods that support these systems would be beneficial additions to your diet. Your most harmonious interactions today will likely be with fellow water signs, Cáncer and Pisces, and earth signs Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, who can either match your emotional depth or provide grounding stability to your intense feelings. As the day concludes, take a few moments for a ritual of release. Scorpio energy excels at transformation, but only when you're willing to let go of what no longer serves you. Write down a lingering resentment or fear on a small piece of paper, then burn it safely or dissolve it in water, symbolically freeing yourself from its grip. Remember, Scorpio, your greatest power has always been your ability to emerge renewed from challenging circumstances. Today offers you yet another opportunity for this phoenix-like rebirth, particularly in how you understand and express your emotional truth. Embrace the depths, honor your intensity, but also allow yourself moments of lightness. The universe isn't testing you today, it's teaching you the delicate art of balance between your powerful depths and the surface world where others can more easily meet you. Until our stars align again, navigate these cosmic waters with your characteristic courage and perception, knowing that every challenge you face today is refining your already remarkable resilience. The cosmic energies for Scorpio on June 25, 2025, create a fascinating planetary tableau that directly impacts your sign. With the Sun firmly established in Cancer at 3 degrees, it's activating your ninth house of higher learning, spirituality, and expansion. This placement creates a flowing trine aspect to your Scorpio energy, opening channels for profound emotional insights and spiritual awakening. The Sun's position suggests revelation and expansion of consciousness today. Mercury, positioned at 12 degrees Cancer, shadows the Sun in your philosophical ninth house, bringing mental clarity to matters of faith, education, or foreign connections. Your mind is particularly receptive to symbolic thinking and intuitive messages. Communication about deeper truths flows naturally today, making it an excellent time for writing, teaching, or engaging in meaningful conversations about life's mysteries. Venus, currently at 26 degrees Gemini in your 8th house of shared resources and transformation, forms a challenging square to Neptune in Pisces. This creates a subtle tension between financial realities and idealistic dreams. Joint finances, inheritances, or shared resources may seem wrapped in fog or confusion. Verify all financial details twice, as Neptune's influence can obscure important facts regarding investments or shared assets. Mars, your traditional ruler, sits at 19 degrees Aries in your 6th house of daily work and health routines, bringing tremendous energy and initiative to your everyday responsibilities. This powerful placement fuels your productivity and determination. However, Mars forms a tense square to Pluto in your third house, suggesting power struggles in communications or with siblings and neighbors. Verbal exchanges could reveal deeper psychological currents today. Jupiter, expansive and fortunate, resides at 8 degrees Virgo in your 11th house of social connections and future aspirations. This beneficial placement enhances your networking capabilities and brings unexpected opportunities through friends or professional associations. Jupiter forms a harmonious trine to Uranus in your 5th house, suggesting sudden creative breakthroughs or unexpected romantic developments that align with your long-term vision. Saturn, the taskmaster planet, continues its journey through Pisces at 16 degrees in your 5th house of creativity, romance, and self-expression. This brings structure and seriousness to creative projects and relationships with children. Saturn's position demands authentic self-expression rather than performance, asking you to build something lasting in areas related to creativity or romance. Uranus at 5 degrees Gemini in your 8th house continues its disruptive but innovative influence on shared resources, intimacy, and psychological transformation. Its square to the lunar nodes suggests that financial innovations or changes in intimate relationships serve as important crossroads in your evolutionary journey. Neptune, at 2 degrees Aries in your 6th house, dissolves boundaries around work routines and health practices. This nebulous energy can bring inspiration to daily tasks, but might also create confusion about practical matters. Routine medical checkups might reveal subtle issues that would benefit from holistic approaches. Pluto, your modern ruler, stationed at 7 degrees Aquarius in your 4th house of home and foundations, continues its slow, transformative work on your emotional security and family dynamics. Its sextile to Jupiter amplifies opportunities for psychological healing that can positively impact your social connections and group affiliations. The Moon, emotionally significant for water signs like yours, travels through Libra in your 12th house of the unconscious and spiritual connection. This position heightens your intuition and sensitivity to unseen energies. At 18 degrees Libra, it forms a sextile to Mars, activating both your subconscious patterns and your work environment in productive ways. The North Node in Virgo in your 11th house forms a significant conjunction with Jupiter today, suggesting that your highest growth comes through community involvement and collective vision. This alignment points to important social connections that can advance your soul's purpose. Chiron, the wounded healer, at 23 degrees Aries in your 6th house, forms a trine to your sun sign, offering opportunities to transform old wounds related to effectiveness and service into sources of wisdom and healing for others. Pay attention to insights about your life's work and purpose today. The Black Moon Lilith at 9 degrees Virgo also resides in your 11th house near Jupiter, suggesting that embracing your authentic, primal nature, even aspects others might reject, can lead to unexpected social or professional breakthroughs. This is a day when your shadow self can become a source of power rather than limitation. The planetary positions today create a powerful water and earth element emphasis that naturally resonates with your fixed water nature. The dominant aspects between your two planetary rulers, Mars in Aries and Pluto in Aquarius, suggest a day of purposeful transformation and strategic action. Trust the intense emotional currents flowing beneath the surface of events today. They carry important messages about your life's direction and purpose. For Scorpio, on June 25, 2025, your communication landscape is powerfully transformed by a rare Mercury-Pluto trine that amplifies your natural investigative abilities. Today, your words carry extraordinary weight and influence. Mercury, positioned in sensitive Cáncer, creates a water trine with your ruling planet Pluto in Pisces, giving your communication a profound emotional intelligence that others will find mesmerizing. This isn't superficial charm. It's the authentic depth that Scorpios naturally possess, magnified tenfold. Your capacity to perceive what remains unspoken reaches unprecedented heights today. In conversations, you'll likely notice subtle micro-expressions, hesitations, and tonal shifts that completely escape others. This makes you particularly effective in negotiations, heart-to-heart discussions, and situations requiring emotional diplomacy. However, be mindful that with Jupiter squaring this aspect from Gemini, there's a tendency to overwhelm others with your intensity. Not everyone is prepared for such penetrating insights. The moon in Virgo further sharpens your analytical capabilities while forming a productive sextile to Venus. This configuration suggests that your most effective communication today will combine emotional truth with practical solutions, a powerful combination that's uniquely available to Scorpio now. For creative Scorpios, this planetary arrangement provides exceptional conditions for writing, especially topics involving psychology, transformation, or investigative work. Your words will possess an unusual magnetic quality that draws readers or listeners into deeper contemplation. Mars, your traditional ruler, moving through the final degrees of Taurus, creates some tension with your natural communication style. You may feel an internal conflict between being direct and being diplomatic. The solution lies in measured honesty rather than either brutal frankness or excessive restraint. Neptune's retrograde motion in Aries adds a layer of intuitive insight to your interactions, enabling you to sense hidden motivations before they are verbalized. This makes today particularly favorable for therapeutic conversations, counseling roles, or any situation where understanding psychological undercurrents is valuable. The Venus-Saturn square from Leo to Taurus suggests some communication challenges with authority figures or in structured environments. You may feel your authentic expression is being unnecessarily constrained in formal settings. The key is to adapt your delivery while maintaining your essential message. For Scorpios in media, teaching, or public speaking roles, today's aspects create powerful conditions for memorable presentations. Your ability to speak difficult truths in a way that resonates emotionally rather than alienates your audience is significantly enhanced. In personal relationships, especially romantic ones, this is an exceptional day for clearing misunderstandings that have lingered beneath the surface. Your capacity to name what others have been avoiding creates opportunities for genuine intimacy, though some may initially resist such transparency. Digital communication carries extra weight today. Written messages, social media posts, and emails may have more impact than you anticipate. The Saturn influence suggests taking extra time to review important written communication before sending. For Scorpios working in research, investigation, or analysis, your communications will be particularly incisive. Colleagues may be surprised by your ability to synthesize complex information into compelling narratives. If giving presentations or pitches, your persuasive powers reach their peak around midday when the Virgo moon trines Mercury. This creates a harmonious flow between emotional intention and verbal expression, a powerful combination for influencing outcomes. Should relationship tensions arise, remember that today's planetary pattern emphasizes understanding rather than winning. Your enhanced perceptiveness isn't meant to be weaponized, but rather used as a bridge to deeper connection. For Scorpios experiencing communication anxiety, today's Neptune influence provides a creative workaround. Artistic expression, whether through music, visual arts, or movement, can communicate what words might struggle to convey. The day concludes with a Venus-Jupiter sextile that softens any communication difficulties and opens channels for reconciliation and mutual understanding. Overall, this day marks a significant opportunity for Scorpios to harness their natural investigative abilities in the realm of communication, creating connections of unusual depth and meaning. June 25, 2025 presents a complex financial landscape for Scorpio natives. With Mars, your ruling planet, forming a trine to Jupiter in your wealth sector, there's significant potential for monetary expansion today. This planetary alignment creates a rare opportunity to leverage your natural resourcefulness toward lucrative endeavors. Financial intuition runs especially high as the moon activates your eighth house of shared resources and investments. Pay particular attention to opportunities that emerge through partnerships or collaborative ventures. The cosmos is highlighting your ability to transform resources and create value where others see none. With Venus in your ninth house, financial opportunities may come through foreign connections, higher education pursuits, or publishing ventures areas that expand your horizons beyond familiar territory. Be alert to seemingly casual conversations that could reveal profitable information around midday, when Mercury forms a sextile to Uranus, bringing unexpected financial insights. While the day's energy favors financial growth, Saturn's position in your fourth house suggests being cautious with investments related to property or family matters. Any financial decisions related to your home require additional scrutiny. Your financial acumen is heightened today, particularly regarding investments and passive income streams. Pluto's long-term transit through your communication sector empowers your negotiation skills. Use this to your advantage when discussing terms or contracts. A surprising offer may appear near closing hours when the moon aspects Neptune, but verify all details before proceeding. The financial strategy that aligns best with today's cosmic energy involves calculated risks in areas where you've done thorough research. Trust your instincts about timing. Scorpio's legendary perception about when to strike is amplified today. Resources that have been tied up may suddenly become accessible, particularly those connected to past investments or loans. Pay attention to recurring financial patterns. They contain valuable information about how to optimize your approach. Consider setting aside time to review your investment portfolio, as planetary alignments favor making adjustments that could yield significant returns in the coming months. Your financial power today stems from your willingness to delve beneath surface appearances and recognize value that others miss. The most promising financial sectors today include technology, healthcare innovations, and sustainable resources, all areas that resonate with your scorpionic ability to recognize potential for transformation and growth. June 25, 2025 presents Scorpio with several remarkable fortunate areas as the cosmic energies align in your favor. With Jupiter forming a harmonious trine to your sign from Pisces, there's a powerful emphasis on your fifth house of creativity, pleasure, and self-expression. This creates an exceptional window for artistic pursuits, romantic connections, and activities that bring you joy. Your creative intuition is heightened today, making it an ideal time to work on projects requiring imagination or innovative thinking. The universe is opening doors for you in areas where your passion and intensity can shine without restraint. Your ruling planet Pluto is receiving positive aspects from Venus, deepening your magnetism and transformative powers. This planetary alignment specifically benefits areas connected to shared resources, investments, and anything requiring deep investigation or research. Financial opportunities may emerge through unexpected channels, particularly those involving partnerships or collaborative ventures. Pay special attention to situations where your intuitive understanding of hidden dynamics gives you an advantage. The moon in Cáncer is activating your ninth house of higher learning, travel, and expansion, creating fortunate circumstances around educational pursuits, publishing opportunities, or connections with people from different cultural backgrounds. This is an excellent day for applying for advanced studies, planning future travels, or engaging with philosophical concepts that expand your worldview. Your mental acuity and ability to see the bigger picture are significantly enhanced. Mars in Taurus is energizing your relationship sector, making partnerships particularly fortunate today. Business collaborations, romantic relationships, and one-on-one interactions all benefit from this energetic boost. You may find that others are more willing to meet you halfway and support your ambitions. Communication flows more smoothly in partnerships when you allow vulnerability to balance your natural intensity. Neptune's influence brings heightened spiritual awareness and psychic sensitivity, making this a fortunate day for meditation, dream work, or any practice that connects you to your subconscious mind. Your intuitive powers are exceptionally strong, allowing you to access information and insights that others might miss. Trust the subtle guidance you receive through hunches or seemingly random thoughts. Today, they're likely to lead you toward fortunate outcomes. Health matters also receive positive influences today, especially therapeutic practices that address both physical and emotional well-being. Holistic approaches to health and recovery are particularly effective. If you've been dealing with a persistent health issue, today's energies support finding the right treatment or practitioner. With Mercury forming a supportive sextile to Saturn, structured communication and organized thinking create fortunate outcomes in professional settings. Your ability to express complex ideas with clarity and precision is heightened, making this an excellent day for presentations, important meetings, or negotiations. Authority figures are more likely to recognize your expertise and value your input. Your home environment and family connections represent another fortunate area today, as Venus casts a gentle glow over your domestic sphere. Family reconciliations, home improvements, or real estate matters are all favored. This is an excellent time to address any lingering tensions with family members, as emotions can be expressed with greater compassion and understanding. The most powerful fortunate area for Scorpio today involves transformation and rebirth. Any situation requiring you to release the old and embrace new beginnings is highly favored. Whether it's letting go of outdated habits, transforming a relationship dynamic, or reinventing some aspect of your life, the universe is supporting your evolution. Remember that your greatest strength as a Scorpio is your ability to emerge renewed from challenging circumstances. Today, this power is amplified. To maximize these fortunate energies, remain aware of synchronicities and seemingly coincidental meetings. The universe is orchestrating opportunities through unexpected channels, so maintain openness to possibilities that emerge from surprising sources. Your natural Scorpio discernment will still serve you well in distinguishing genuine opportunities from distractions. The cosmic climate for Scorpio on June 25, 2025, brings a fascinating shift in your social landscape. With the Sun firmly in Cáncer, there's a powerful water sign alliance that heightens your emotional intelligence and intuitive connections with others. This Cáncer season energy creates a natural affinity with your Scorpio nature, making it easier to form genuine bonds without your usual suspicion or guardedness. You're likely feeling more receptive to emotional exchanges, which transforms how others perceive you in social settings. The day's distinctive feature is Venus forming a trine to your ruling planet Pluto, creating an unusually magnetic quality to your social presence. People are drawn to your depth and authenticity without you having to reveal too much of yourself, a perfect scenario for the typically private Scorpio. This planetary alignment amplifies your natural charisma, making this an exceptional day for strengthening existing relationships or forming meaningful new connections. Mars, your traditional ruler, positioned in Virgo, brings a methodical approach to your social interactions. You're discerning about where and with whom you spend your energy today. This isn't about being antisocial, rather, it's about quality over quantity. The Mars-Neptune square suggests potential confusion around social boundaries, so be mindful of promising more than you can deliver in terms of your time and emotional availability. Your 11th house of friendships and community receives significant activation today as Mercury in Cáncer forms a sextile with Uranus in Gemini. This creates unexpected opportunities for connection, potentially through technology or in intellectual circles. A conversation started casually today could evolve into a profound meeting of minds. Be open to synchronistic encounters, especially in digital spaces or educational settings. The moon in Libra highlights your 12th house, suggesting that some of your most meaningful social exchanges may happen in private, one-on-one settings rather than large gatherings. There's a therapeutic quality to your conversations today. People may confide in you more than usual, recognizing your capacity for holding space for difficult emotions without judgment. This position also indicates that subconscious patterns in relationships may surface for examination. Jupiter in Gemini expands your eighth house of deep bonding and shared resources, suggesting that friendships formed or strengthened today have transformative potential. You might find yourself engaged in conversations about taboo subjects or sharing vulnerabilities in ways that create profound connection. This placement favors authentic exchanges over superficial networking. Saturn in Pisces continues its transit through your fifth house of self-expression and creativity, bringing structure to how you present yourself socially. While this might feel restrictive at times, it's actually helping you establish more meaningful parameters around your social energy. Today, this influence helps you distinguish between social connections that drain you and those that energize your creative spirit. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius affects your fourth house of home and emotional foundations, suggesting that today's social interactions may trigger deep-seated emotional patterns related to belonging and security. Pay attention to any intense reactions you have in social settings. They likely connect to core emotional needs rather than the immediate situation. This retrograde offers an opportunity to transform how you relate to others by first understanding your own emotional landscape. For partnerships and close friendships specifically, Neptune in Aries creates a dreamy but potentially deceptive influence in your sixth house of daily routines and service. Be wary of idealizing certain connections or taking on too much responsibility for others' emotional well-being. The most sustainable relationships today will be those based on mutual support rather than rescuer-victim dynamics. Your traditional planetary ruler Mars forms an opposition to Chiron in Aries today, potentially triggering social wounds related to rejection or belonging. This aspect brings healing potential, but may initially manifest as sensitivity to perceived slights in group settings. Notice if you're interpreting others' actions through the lens of past hurts rather than present reality. The North Node in Taurus in your seventh house of partnerships continues to guide you toward valuing stability and authenticity in your closest relationships. Today's energy supports building trust through consistency rather than intensity, an important lesson for Scorpios, who sometimes mistake emotional turbulence for depth of connection. Communication planet Mercury in Cáncer creates a protective quality to your exchanges today. You're likely to be more nurturing and receptive in conversation than usual, though still maintaining your characteristic discernment about what you share. This placement favors intimate conversations over group discussions, as you'll feel most comfortable opening up in environments where emotional safety is assured. For networking and professional connections, the day holds particular promise as the Sun in Cáncer illuminates your ninth house of higher learning and expansion. Connections made with mentors, teachers, or people from different cultural backgrounds prove especially valuable. There's an opportunity to expand your social circle in ways that broaden your perspective and support your long-term goals. Uranus in Gemini activating your eighth house brings unexpected developments in how you share resources and energy with others. A friend might surprise you with their generosity, or you might find yourself spontaneously deepening a previously casual connection. This placement favors innovation in how you approach intimacy and trust in relationships. For Scorpios who have been feeling isolated recently, today's celestial configuration offers a gentle bridge back to meaningful connection. The water sign predominance creates an emotionally resonant field where you can find your people without having to perform or pretend to be more sociable than you naturally are. Your authenticity is your greatest social asset today. The intensity of your emotions runs especially high today, Scorpio. While this can be a source of power, it's crucial that you channel this energy constructively rather than allowing it to manifest as jealousy or suspicion. Your planetary ruler Pluto is forming a significant aspect with Mercury, sharpening your perceptive abilities but potentially making you see hidden motives where none exist. Take a step back before jumping to conclusions about others' intentions. Deep breathing exercises, when you feel that characteristic Scorpio intensity building, will serve you extraordinarily well throughout the day. Your intuition is highlighted today, but verify your gut feelings with concrete evidence before acting on them. This is not a day to make decisions based purely on emotional reactions. Journal your thoughts before expressing them to others. This simple practice will help you distinguish between genuine insights and projections of your own fears. Water therapy would be particularly beneficial today. A long shower, bath, or swim can help dissolve accumulated emotional tension and reset your energy field. In professional settings, your natural strategic thinking is enhanced, but be careful not to come across as manipulative or controlling. Transparency will gain you more allies than secretive maneuvering. For those in creative fields, tap into the depth of your emotional landscape. The vulnerability you access could translate into